All right, welcome and thank you for joining us for week 6 of the 2020 WebCenter Olympic Challenge. We've been talking so much about, how to go through the 5 C's and create a successful WebCenter business. And tonight we're going to cover how to build share of customer and really how to take those candidates into your client list and then to continue to follow up with them and build those strong relationships that result in more referrals, but also adding on more products and services to existing clients so that they can really have a robust digital marketing program through MA Web Centers. And it really comes down to you, as we keep saying, building that ongoing relationship. And it really comes down to just building value, right? Always adding value, staying in touch, building the relationship, and really finding each of those clients' needs and servicing them accordingly. So when we look at building share of customer, it's like putting together a puzzle, right? You get all these different pieces and they may have certain vendors or partnerships or advertising and marketing things already in the works. And then they might have a website through you or maybe a digital marketing product, but it's still a lot of different pieces that can help create the vision for your client. So you need to really help identify those needs in order to create customer success stories. So how do we do that? It really starts at that first C where you have a candidate list and you've got that candidate list, and the next step is to do that current research. So your current research is really just that preliminary couple minutes, right? 2, 3, 4 minutes where you're just doing a quick web search. You're doing a glance at their website and trying to just gather some basic information. But really, that's where it starts, right? That's where you start identifying needs. And then, of course, you have that consultation appointment, your next opportunity to really determine what they think their needs are, right? By asking them, asking questions and going through the conversation and discussing what they're looking for in their business and where there might be some gaps in their marketing programs. So that's another way to identify needs. And it's best because these are needs that they are verbalizing to you. At that point, when you close them into a product specialist appointment, right, a product demo, then it gives you a chance to do additional research, right? You're going to do a little bit more homework, a little more deep digging to really identify from the needs that they talked about how that relates to the research you found, and then continue to do further research, maybe on certain keywords or demographics or their competitors, their market, their social media engagement, their followers, in order to get a better picture going into your demo appointment. And then during the demo appointment, there's an opportunity where you are listening to the product specialist walk your candidate through the technology, and they are asking questions as well. And there's an opportunity that they might uncover something that you didn't know. And again, this is all fact finding. And then through your follow-up after the demo appointment, whether that client buys a product, they buy a digital marketing product or a website, and you're following up and following through, bringing them on board, or if they're on hold and you're still following up, you're still building that relationship and identifying further needs. So all along the relationship, you're always asking questions, you're always inquiring to really determine what they need in their business. Now, when we come to presenting solutions, the most important thing is to address their needs, their primary concerns. What are those hot buttons? What are those things that need to be fixed immediately, right? Address those needs first. And then you can address their desires or their wants, right? So focus on their needs first and then their wants. Those are kind of secondary to what they have maybe noted as their primary concern for their business. Now, you might find that timing is right where you might be able to offer solutions for both their needs and their wants. And that really comes down to a couple different factors. Timing is one of them. Budget is another. But you have to just be in tune to that all along the appointments and the conversations and the follow-ups to really listen for those cues and those buying signals, right? And you're answering questions along the way. And that's how you're going to present the solutions to their needs. And really the best solution is to schedule an appointment with a product specialist and therefore going through the process of closing a sale. But then when you're presenting solutions and identifying and presenting their needs analysis and how to get the things that they really want and building out for their future, you can add tremendous value By using the tools at your disposal. There's a great tool we'll be referencing, and that's the marketing manual, right? Leveraging tools like the marketing manual or the B2B services catalog, another great tool that you can use that adds some credibility and some talking points to your conversation. We also have tremendous videos on the MA Web Center's YouTube channel, as well as blog articles on the MA Web Center's blog that you can reference and use. It could even be third-party credibility and other articles of information that you have read that you think are relevant to that particular candidate or client, right? And these all help you add value in your relationship with this potential client or candidate, right? Now, after that, you have identified some needs, you've presented some solutions, you've used some of the tools and resources at your disposal, and now you can continue to add value with other product recommendations, right? Filling in those gaps and completing the puzzle, right? So everyone knows that business owners need a great website, but sometimes they forget about all the other things that they need, right? They need traffic, they need social media, they need visibility on Google, they need email addresses and domain names. They need email campaigns, perhaps. They need the ability to manage their website and make changes on the fly. They need e-commerce more now than ever before. They need analytics to track the data to really improve their marketing efforts. They need secure hosting. They need support, right? They need all of these things, all these ancillary pieces that build a strong marketing scenario, right? And if you look at a wheel, really the central hub of everything is their website, right? So everything starts at their website and everything ends at their website, and everything drives into that wheel. If you look at all the different spokes and really all the different aspects of driving traffic and adding into the digital marketing components, you're looking at search engine optimization, other outside or external marketing. You've got social media, you've got support, content marketing, their current portfolio of clients, they've got their blog, maybe an online chat forum, review sites, all these different things that are feeding into the website. But the website is also pushing out to those other areas, and some of those are interdependent as well, and they're connected. So it's a very complex scenario when there's a good marketing structure or marketing campaign in place. It doesn't just have to be the website, but it's part of the bigger picture. And you need to have those conversations with your clients, and that's how we build share of customer. So usually when we're talking about ways that we can improve someone's digital marketing beyond their website and their web design, it really falls down into two categories, right? The first category would be lead generation and traffic to their business. And those can be satisfied with search engine optimization, search engine marketing like Google AdWords, Facebook advertising campaigns, shop local, maybe even some of our partner store programs or APN technology as well. And then the other category really comes down to communication and engagement, is really the personal part of the business, which is social media and engagement, which it might be email and content marketing, could be text message marketing, could be social media management, and of course could be online reputation management based on where else they're listed on the internet. So the first thing you need to do is determine if they're more in the category of looking for more leads and traffic, or if they're more looking for better engagement from existing clients and their community. And it might be a mixture of both of those, but you're going to listen for some certain phrases and cues that we'll talk about here momentarily. So we want to continue to use this skeleton, this shell of the 5 C's long after you have a candidate that becomes a client, in order to establish and continue the relationship that can build in more products and services, building share of customer, as well as increasing the chance and the likelihood of some great referrals from these happy clients, right? So it's going to come down to a list, right? The list of clients or new leads. Then we've got your current research, which means that you've got a client, you're going to have to go back and do a little bit more research. You're going to have to figure out how they're doing with the website. They're going to have to figure out how social media is going. You're going to do some of those preliminary pieces again, and then you're going to reach out to them and you're going to contact them. And what's the goal or the objective? You're going to contact them in order to basically schedule another consultation appointment. And from that consultation appointment, you're going to gather more information and really identify some more needs, how things are going, where they're moving toward in the future, where there might be some gaps, how you can help. And then you're closing them again into an appointment with a product specialist to cover a different product or service that we can offer, right? And from there, it happens to just cycle over back to the follow-up and adding value. And of course, the fortune is in the follow-up. So how does this process look, right? Especially if you've got a candidate that has become a client, they're a happy client. How do you move forward into building share of customer? Well, most importantly, add value. You promote and then ask, right? Add value, promote, and then ask. So you're going to initiate a conversation. I like to just create and send maybe an email campaign as a talking point. Maybe it's a personalized email. Maybe it's a text message or a Facebook message or a call or a stop in and see them. Initiate the conversation, right? Then you're going to go back and do some of that research, right? You're going to look at their Google listings. How are they ranking? You're going to look at their social media sites. How is their engagement? You're looking at their reviews. You're going to do a little bit of homework for your client. Now, they are your client. You're a paying client. So they deserve, and really they deserve the respect of you, their WebCenter owner, to do a little bit of homework for them. So it might be a little bit more than that preliminary research you would do for a candidate, because the candidate, we don't know where that's going to go. We don't know where that relationship's going to end up. We don't know if they're going to be a client or not. So you want to, be mindful of your time. But you've got an existing client. You should invest some time in terms of helping them in ways to promote them to have more value. Okay. Once you have a little bit of an idea of what their situation may look like from a research standpoint, now it's time to contact them. And it's as simple as a quick invitation. I'd like to review your program and talk about business, right? And if you're their vendor, you're their partner, and they are your client, they're going to appreciate that kind of follow-up. Now, you don't want to do that every week. You might want to do a monthly check-in, right? A quick monthly check-in. Hi, how are you? We're thinking about you. How's business going? Keep the conversation and the relationship going. But I would say no less than quarterly. Every 3 months, you might want to schedule some time, even if it's a 15 or 20-minute call with them, to see how things are going, because business changes so quickly, right? In a worst case scenario, you should be doing at least a year-end review, an annual review of their program, where they're going, what their objectives are for the upcoming year, and see how you can build a plan for them, right? After you contact them, you're now at another consultation. You can use the digital and social media marketing assessments and your research to really formulate those appointments and conversation points to discuss with them what you found and what they're looking for. At that point, leverage the tools, right? Use the resources. We've got the B2B catalog showcasing your recommendations you can walk through. You've got the marketing manual. You've got some other blog articles and YouTube videos. But you're basically going to go through your recommendations from the research you found. You're going to listen to their needs, maybe walk through the catalog, and then schedule a DMP or a website appointment. So even if it's a DMP client of yours, you can maybe schedule a website appointment. It's largely going to impact their SEO, right, and their rankings. The better that their website is built, the better content on their website, maybe new pages or freshen it up a little bit, is going to improve their search rankings. Maybe they need an added service to improve their search rankings. Maybe they need more social media traffic as well. So you're not going to know that unless you've done your research and you've done that consultation. Now, from here, you've promoted some ideas and some solutions, and you want to address any other needs, right? Let them know that you'd be want to be considered for any other marketing initiatives to help them grow. You might say, what's coming down the road? What do you have planned in the next quarter, 3, 6 months? Are there any new products coming out? Are there any new services you're looking to offer? Are you looking to expand your reach? You've been in this geography for a while. Are you looking to expand your radius of distribution, right? Identifying where they're going and helping them envision their success. You can insert yourself as wanting to be part of their success if you have these conversations with them early on. You don't want to find out a month after they already have a new product release. You want to be ahead of it, and that's going to really show them that you are a valuable asset to their business. From here, it's all about the follow-up, right? The fortune is in the follow-up, using those resources to continue to add value and offer other ideas to increase revenue and decrease expenses, right? Whether they're related to MA Web Centers or not. You have a responsibility to your client to help them succeed, and you want to do whatever you can and any information or connections that you have to help them. And that is going to establish an incredible relationship where you are going to now start getting more referrals from that relationship because there's a lot of trust there. So when they're in their other business circles and it comes up where who do you know that does websites, or who do you know that does any online marketing, you are going to be at the top of mind for them to provide a referral to you. And we see it with our top WebCenter owners all the time, right? So if you're going to initiate with a campaign, why not use one of our tools, right? Every WebCenter is loaded with an email marketing tool, right? Just like your clients get. So there's beautiful layouts for email campaigns. They're already available for our customers, but they're also integrated into your WebCenter under My Account and Emails, and you can set up an email campaign. You can customize it. You can use one of these templates if you want, if it's got some type of theme. But there's also a couple that have a WebCenter theme. There's one for Google advertising and there's one for Facebook as well. You can create groups, right? You can segment your folders in your list. You can create a campaign for maybe candidates. You can create a campaign for website clients. You could create a campaign for non-website clients or DMP clients. You could set up a campaign for all clients, right? So you have the flexibility to get the right message into the right hand, so to speak, of this messaging, right? So definitely use that tool. And when you use that tool, you're better equipped to talk to clients and candidates about the features of this tool as well. So like I said, you go to the email marketing campaign tool and you might choose the Google AdWords campaign. You can simply fill out the email campaign. You can select who it's going to go to and launch it. Now you have a reason to follow up. A reason to follow up, a reason to do some research, and then a reason to have a consultation, right? So then you're scheduling a 15-minute consultation or more. If they're one of your clients, you might be working with them for maybe 30 or 45 minutes, but it's worth every minute of your time to keep that relationship, and a happy customer is more likely to buy more products and services from you than a brand new candidate, right? So invest the time, use the tools, right? Use the best assessment sheet for that particular appointment. If they're a website client, you can certainly ask how their website's going, but maybe you're going to talk to them more about digital and social media. If they're a current DMP client and maybe they have a social media product with you, maybe you're going to ask more questions about the website, right? Or maybe it's business spending. But whether you can kind of mold all of these into one appointment to really determine the best course of action from here. So you're going to be listening for things, right? One of the things you're listening for is, I just want to get more leads. I want to increase my customers. I want more visibility. I'd like more traffic in my store. I'd like more traffic on my website. I'd like to sell more products online. I'd like to get more business, more customers, or more sales. When you hear that, they're saying that they want more leads. And one of the ways we can do that is through the search engine optimization and Google AdWords, as well as Facebook advertising. So when you hear this, you can do additional research. You need to identify the keywords they're looking for, their primary keyword in terms of a product or service, their secondary keyword, product or service. What are they looking to grow? Or it might be a new geography. In this example, it might be a roofer in Springfield, Mass. They might have a great foothold in the market for roofing in Springfield, but why not go to a neighboring town like Agawam, like Chicopee, right? Maybe Enfield, Connecticut, which is just over the border, and they might not have any visibility on Google, which is, only miles away. So they might have a good foothold in that metro area of Springfield, but outside of that, it's like they don't exist, right? So what you want to do is you want to do some searches for their geography, neighboring towns, neighboring metro areas, if there's a new area they're looking to launch into, as well as any products and services as a keyword in those areas. And you're going to find their search, and I would encourage getting a screenshot or printing it and then highlighting it or marking it up so that when you go into that next appointment or in a follow-up, you can say, I did some research. It looks like you've got great visibility for this word and this term and this product in this area, but when I searched your neighboring town, you're nowhere to be found. That's a problem, and we really need to fix that, and there's a couple ways that we can address that. Maybe it's a new product or service. Maybe it's a roofing and siding company, and they're doing great in roofing, but they're doing terribly in siding. Maybe they're doing great in roofing and siding, but they're looking to go more into kitchen and bath remodel. But because they've never advertised that they do kitchen and bathroom remodel, it's only from existing clients that hire them for those projects, they're not getting any business. So when you do these searches, you can let them know that, hey, in order for us to get some visibility and some leads for those types of services, we need to do our best job in search engine optimization and search engine marketing. Let's find a way to do that together, right? So that homework and you pulling that information is going to be critical to the success of that that client's program, right? You also want to check their local listings. You want to check any reviews. You want to check their social media sites, right? You want to look at their social media and see if there's engagement. Are there any followers, any likes? When's the last time that they posted? If they're looking for more visibility and they're looking for more leads and looking for referrals, they're looking for more engagement, yet the last time they posted was 3 weeks ago, that's a problem. So we want to find out, why are you taking so long to post, right? What happens to be the problem? Is it that there's no time? You don't have the content? You don't know what to post? There has to be a challenge that you can overcome. But maybe they don't even know, right? Or maybe they're doing a great job posting information, but they're not getting engagement because they're not commenting. People are commenting and they're not commenting back. They're not replying. They're not liking certain messages or comments, right? It's a two-way street on social media, and maybe they're just not doing that, right? And that's how you can really do your research when it comes to that preparation. So with any SEO, right, local or regional, you're looking for challenge words, challenge questions. Is their site showing up in the search? Are they ranking against their competition? Are there new products and services they want to be found for, right? These are your questions. Again, you don't need to have all the answers. You need to know the questions to ask. A lot of those, again, are on the assessment sheets, but you can look at this presentation and see that you can ask some of these targeted questions to get the information. Now, if you've done your research, you want to use this as a way to make some assumptive questions where you already know the answer, but you want them to say it, right? If you already know that they're not being found on Google for their secondary product or service, you don't want to say, hey, I noticed that you don't show up anywhere, right? You want to say, hey, I noticed that you're showing up for this keyword that we were really focused on, but what about this other one? What about kitchen and bathroom remodeling? It's an area of your business that you want to grow. How are you ranking for that term? Right? It starts the conversation to make them think and get them involved in the process. And when they do that, they're going to now be asking permission, or you're asking permission to give them solutions and to have some talking points, right? Of course, at Google AdWords, rather than saying, hey, do you do any Google advertising? A better way is just say, who manages your AdWords? They might say, oh, we do, or I think we set something up with Google once before, or they might say, oh, Google does it, or they might say, oh, XYZ company, or they might say, we don't. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean, AdWords. What's that mean? So it opens up a conversation. It's more open-ended rather than just saying, do you do a Google advertising program? Do you have a Google AdWords account, right? That's a yes or no. You want a discussion. So it's best as just open-ended. Who manages your AdWords campaigns, right? Or do you need quick results, right? SEO campaigns can take sometimes weeks, months, and many months, depending on the keyword, the competition, the product or service, the geography, right? So if they need quick results, Google AdWords might be the best way to get that from search engines, right? If you need quick results, maybe it's an event, maybe it's a product launch or service that's coming out, right? Maybe it's a seasonal item, right? They might need something more quick in nature, which would be Google AdWords. And maybe they have a great website, but they just need help marketing, right? You launched a website with them, or maybe they launched a website with another company, but they just need more traffic. Google AdWords can fill in that gap. And of course, we also have a very high return on investment with Facebook ads, right? So are your clients on Facebook? You can ask them, hey, are your current clients on Facebook? Could you use increased exposure? Are you looking to get your messaging out to more people? Do you need to grow your engagement on your Facebook page? Maybe you want to increase your likes. You want to get more followers on your social media, right? Are you leveraging Facebook ads? And if so, who's managing them? We've got a product and a service to do that, right? So when you have that kind of engagement with the consultation, you're going to get better results. And that leads us into other questions about social strategy, right? Are you on social networks? How are things going on your Facebook page? Do you have any other social networks? Do you want to be on any other channels that you're not currently on? If so, why? Why are you not on those other channels? Is it that you don't have the time? You don't understand the network, right? What seems to be the challenge? Is your content valuable? Are you posting valuable content, or are you just randomly making a post like, hi, hope you're doing well today, right? Are you posting consistently? Are you posting once every 2 weeks? Are you posting once every day? What is your strategy, right? There's got to be a strategy in place to be effective. Are you interacting with your followers, right? If someone engages with a comment, are you liking it? Are you commenting back? Are you answering questions, right? If so, great. If not, why not, right? And are you looking for a call to action? Are you looking for your Facebook traffic to do anything? Are you looking for them to make more recommendations? Are you looking for them to do a review for you on, say, Google reviews or Facebook reviews? Are you looking for them to review you on another site like Yelp? Are you looking for them to maybe visit your website? Are you looking for them to, be added to an email marketing list, right? What do you want them to do? There's got to be some type of call to action if your intent is to drive traffic into another area. Of course, we don't want to overdo it and oversell it, but it should be part of the strategy if it's, what they're intending to use that social media for, right? And of course, alongside that, if they're leveraging social media, we're really trying to figure out, do they monitor their online reviews? Who manages the online listings? Are they posting and responding to things? So we've now are opening up conversations about social media management or online reputation management, right? So we can service these clients a variety of different ways from different perspectives to help fill in the gaps, right? So we want to encourage that they have a full marketing plan. And that's what we offer, right? We offer an all-inclusive digital marketing solution to help businesses increase revenue, decrease expenses, increase customer satisfaction, and streamline business practices, right? You have to think about the bigger picture. It's more than just websites. So make sure that you make the recommendation. Hey, if you're not on review sites, you want to make sure that you've got some active reviews on some of these websites. And then how are you communicating with your clients? That's a great question. Could you use increased engagement? Do you need to improve your client communication? Are you leveraging text message or email marketing? Right now, our email marketing tool is built into our website platform, an added selling feature of the website platform that you can leverage in terms of why we're a great solution for them. Or maybe they want to get into some text message marketing. You can share things about Morse Connect here for our US clients. But you're not going to know unless you ask those types of questions. And then, of course, what about referral marketing opportunities? We have our Shop Local program, which is when people want to drive more in-store traffic, right? Are you looking for more in-store foot traffic, more brick and mortar traffic? Are you looking for more online traffic, maybe to your website for e-commerce sales? Are you looking for an additional stream of income, right? So when you start asking these types of questions, now it's opening up a lot of other conversations, right? Whether it's Shop Local or the Shop.com partner affiliate program, or if they're looking for additional streams of income, now you've got another couple areas that you can talk about. You can talk about the APN, right? Where they can have products on their website through your Shop.com or MA Brands exclusive that when those get purchased, they earn a commission, right? An exclusive branded product through one of your clients' websites, they get 15% commission and the remaining retail profit goes to you. You get the client and the customer on your Shop.com, but your website client gets a 15% commission for their clients purchasing from their website. And you just happen to plug in a tool with the APN, which is a widget built within the WebCenter platform. Incredible, right? Now, what's another opportunity to create some additional streams of income? How about product revenue? If they're service-based, maybe you can talk to them about additional product revenues, protected products that, they can't have, all their competitors aren't going to have these products. Maybe that they have a specialty type of product that brand is available in all, let's say, salons. Well, how can they differentiate it, right? How about using something like Motives Cosmetics or Lumiere de Vie or Royal Spa, or maybe it's some of the AutoWorks products in a auto repair facility. Maybe it's the Friction Free 3000 in a lube shop. Maybe it's going to be some of our isotonic products in a health or fitness facility, right? So these are ways to drive more revenue through additional products, right? And that opens up another conversation. Or maybe an additional stream of income could be alongside your current business. Are you looking for a way to create a residual stream of income, an additional stream of income outside of this business? Maybe something to put a college fund in place, maybe something to put together a supplement to your retirement, maybe a career change, maybe it's an exit strategy because you're tired of your business. Right now, you've asked some great questions that can lead into an appointment to discuss and talk more about the unfranchised business development system and how that might be an opportunity for them to create an additional stream of income outside of their business. Again, these are all questions that happen as you continue to build the relationship. Now, one of the things that helps you as a consultant is understanding different industry or category needs. And we've got a great tool for you to do that to make better recommendations. And that's the marketing manual, right? Download the marketing manual, read through it, and and highlight it, underline it, really understand what is important for a certain type of industry. And you might want to target a certain industry because you're going to learn more about one niche market so that you can improve your conversations and your consultations to really hone your skill in that one market and then maybe move on to the next. Right now, if you have more conversations with one industry, you know what they're expecting. So you're going to be a better consultant in that area. But the marketing manual allows you to then leverage that with the B2B services catalog to then go to those clients and highlight some certain areas, right? That was written, that marketing manual, for not only WebCenter owners, but it was also written for clients and candidates. So they're not going to have every piece of that marketing manual be relevant to them, but certainly those specific industry recommendations will be relevant to them. So you want to use that to your advantage, right? So walk through the marketing manual and our resources, including that B2B services catalog. Even though it's hard copy and maybe you don't have any left and you want to download it, it's a downloadable PDF, right, to walk through those services. And we also have our features and benefits guide. So use the tools to educate yourself as a WebCenter owner to really become the best that you can be as a consultant. And then also use this as a tool to walk through and introduce your client to some new products and services and really sell the reason why, right? Not the what, not the how, but the why. They'll figure out the details as you continue through the process, right? But leverage the tools available. So in the marketing manual will be all these different categories with recommendations. Now, we're not going to spend a lot of time going into each of these industry categories, but I will recommend that you schedule yourself to get into a WebCenter training 101 or 201 to talk more specifically with a certified WebCenter trainer about these. We also have some incredible blog articles and YouTube videos that will help as well. But you can see it's all broken down in terms of what makes a successful website for a service business. What is important in terms of search engine placement? What about listings and reviews? What about social media or email marketing or increasing revenue and decreasing expenses for service-based businesses? And then it goes into other categories like restaurants. What's important for a restaurant in terms of online marketing and expenses? What's important for education-based businesses, responsive websites, lifestyle images, scheduling features, pictures of the community, frequently asked questions, newsletter signups, right? What about social media? How about reposting student posts, videos and stories of activities, and of course, Facebook ads to drive new clientele? What about search engine placement? All these categories are highly competitive, meaning that there's a lot of other businesses in their market trying to gain market share. So what are the things that they can do to stand out and improve themselves? What about retail and storefront, right? I think the biggest thing we're seeing right now is that every business needs e-commerce. There's got to be a way to have a digital marketing component to a business to drive revenue so that if brick and mortar traffic happens to cease, there's a way they can continue to offer business products and services through their online channels, right? So it's important to understand all of this and of course leverage the tools. Our client-facing YouTube channel has some great resources. You can find that at youtube.com/MAWebCentersOfficial. You can see features of our tools and our benefits. You can see a digital marketing summit, a client education series. We've got our digital marketing series where we talk about certain things like SEO. We talk about online reputation management. We talk about blogging and content marketing. So great tools that you can leverage to add value to the conversation. And of course, our online learning. If you've got clients that are having difficulty with an area of the platform, they want to start using the email marketing campaign tool, there's a video that teaches them how to do that. As long as they watch the video, and then they might also go to iv-help.com, which is the online help guide as well. So they want to make sure that they're leveraging the platform to the maximum to get the greatest benefit. Another resource is our blog, right? Some great articles here that you can reference at blog.mawebcenters.com. We offer businesses a comprehensive solution, but you have the local relationship. So you need to steer them towards these resources because they're not going to find them on their own, right? So you are an integral part of this relationship. It really is a true partnership, right? So blog posts to leverage. We've got some on digital marketing. We've got some on industry-specific articles. We've got internet marketing best practices and recommendations. We've got some, top designs we've done. What makes a website design better than another? email marketing tools, right? So many different things that you can leverage to, again, build value. And of course, if they want more specific information about a certain category of business that we operate in, you can always direct them to mawebcenters.com. They want to see more information about e-commerce. You can click on the e-commerce tab here and send them the link. Maybe they want more information about Google and Facebook advertising. Click on the link and send it to them. Maybe they want to learn more about Morse Connect. Send them a video and send them a link to the website, right? And then there's another great website that we really use for onboarding our new DMP clients to get their products launched. But I think there's a lot of value when you're following up with a client that you can use this as an additional questionnaire. Now, you don't want to fill it out and submit it, because then it's going to send an email to MA Web Centers and they're going to be questioning who this form is for or why. But you can go to dmpservices.org, and under the Resource Center, there are some great forms. And these are some other questions. So you can see what kinds of things are important with search engine optimization or search engine marketing. What are their primary keywords? What are their secondary keywords? Who are their competitors? Right? What is their demographic? What radius are they looking to advertise to? If they were to give a synopsis of their business, in a short paragraph, what is most important to them? Right? So I encourage you to go to dmpservices.org and click through these tabs, because it's going to help educate you. And again, you can become a better consultant, which means that you are going to improve your sales ratio and your ongoing long-term customer share based on how well you can understand and relate these to your existing clientele to book appointments with our product specialists. So again, you've got all the puzzle pieces, and the client might have the puzzle pieces, but they don't know how to put it together. Your job is to ask them about their mission, their vision, and really identify what they're missing and what you can provide to help them put this puzzle together. And I'll tell you, if you can be the one to help coordinate this and put all the pieces together to make their business vision and marketing strategy a reality, you become of supreme value to them. And when that happens, you become their trusted resource of anything related to marketing. They might have another company asking them to market their business through their channel. It might be unrelated to anything online. It might be unrelated to anything that we offer, but they are going to see you as a trusted advisor, and they might come to you for your input, your feedback, if you've heard anything about this particular company or this particular service and what you think. And if you don't know, don't lie. Just simply say, I haven't heard of that. Let me do some research for you and get back to you. You can leverage your forum, your Web Center owner support group. You can leverage sales support or the hotlines at MA Web Centers. You can do some feelers and find some other certified Web Center trainers to see if there's any information that we have. You can always email us at mawebcenters@marketamerica.com. So you've got tremendous resources at your disposal, but what you need to become is resourceful. Right? If you can become resourceful, you become very relevant and trusted and valued to your client. And that means that you're going to have a long-term client for forever that is going to continue to add on more products and services, maybe redesign websites in the future, and they're going to start giving you referrals and having you come in to help their other business networks with their marketing needs as well. And we see it all the time from our top Web Center performers are the ones that really go above and beyond to understand what their clients need, and then providing the solutions. And even if that solution means just educating them, right? Being that consultant and just always, everything starts and finishes with the relationship. And that's why it's so important that we have Web Center owners and that we're not just doing a bunch of online marketing ourselves to try and attract new business. You are an integral part of the conversation and the equation, because we need you to identify what that client's puzzle might look like, identify what their mission and vision is, and help them and us put the pieces together so it's a win-win-win scenario. So we're going to get into more detail in terms of more of the industries as we go and some more advanced material. But I think the most important thing that we need to do is just identify where you're at right now, right? Do a quick glance over the past 6 weeks. Where are you? Where can you improve? Take your clients and your candidates and start doing some more research and do some reach outs and really schedule those consultations, because that's where everything is going to happen, right? That's where momentum starts to take shape. That's where sales happen. That's where ongoing sales happen. That's where, building share of customer happens. That's where referrals happen, but you need to take action. And if you have clients that maybe are on pause, just reach out to them, see how they're doing. If you've got candidates that you've been, trying to reach out to, just reach out to say hi. Just reach out and see how they're doing, that you're thinking of them. And that one action is going to go a long, long way. So with that being said, that's week 6. Looking forward to, upcoming weeks where we dive a little bit deeper into each industry. But the most important thing is that we want to hear from you. So as we tally up our March winners for the WebCenter Olympics, we need your help, right? We can run reports and we can identify how many completed demo appointments were held. We can identify what digital marketing products were sold. We can identify what website sales occurred. What we need your help for, rather than going through the entire registration list, is that if you have sponsored someone in the month of March, personally sponsored someone as an unfranchised owner into your business, we want to hear from you. mawebcenters@marketamerica.com, because that will provide 10 points for you for the contest, right? And that's a great start to your contest here, right? Getting those points tallied up. Now, another thing is if you added any WebCenter owners to your organization. So they don't have to be personally sponsored. They don't have to be brand new with the WebCenter Fast Start Kit. Any WebCenter owner in your team will count for points, and you'll get 5 points for every WebCenter owner on your team. That's new WebCenter owners. That could be a reactivation, someone that was a WebCenter owner that is coming back to us. It could be a WebCenter Pro affiliate, it could be a WebCenter Pro partner, it could be a WebCenter Fast Start Kit. It doesn't matter. As long as you have a WebCenter owner that through the month of March activated their WebCenter, that counts for points alongside those personally sponsored points, which that could be just an unfranchised owner that isn't related to WebCenters at all. So those are some great ways to rack up some points, but we need you to email us so we can give you credit on our spreadsheet, and we'll be announcing our March winners here very, very soon. With that being said, make sure that you stay in touch. If you have any questions, make sure that you are active on the WebCenter Owner Support Facebook group. We've got so many great resources there, and we've got our trainers, our staff, as well as myself, are reviewing that page all the time. If you have something more specific, make sure you email us, mawebcenters@marketamerica.com. We're all in this together, one team, one dream, and thank you for joining us tonight.